by Granimir's shop. The resplendent engine of destruction continues its creaking grind towards that is in the workshop area. The catapulting crew are about ready to fire. They have completed the loading portion of a light catapult. They now need to aim. The blessed bard song that is bathing upon the gainful exercise is clarion amongst their ranks. The syndicate operative is up to no good. The brute squads, go! We must get them! We must bring back heads! And they continue their march forward. Basically, the brute squads and the ogre are 3 rounds away, maybe 4 rounds away on foot. Capra, Agony, Amadeus, Slake, and then the Megady Slug.
We heard that there's invisible things, so Capra will cast his See Invisibility.
Okay, using your weird mage hand thing.
Using my Hand of the Mage, which is like the best item. It's my favorite item. Capra's going to be buried with that item. And is there anything that he could see to shoot from where he's at? I don't think he sees those hitmen. They're like right above him.
Yeah, that one came out. You'd have to get up onto the stairs behind them to see, and then the Megady Slug thing is somewhere underneath this stairworks.
Okay, he's going to ready to shoot something, and it's something he sees, but he's mainly focused towards the front door. He's expecting more skeleton bombs to show up.
Okay. Agony is going to step back because he's got a polearm out, and then he's going to cast See Invisibility himself. And then there he is. That's Sorcerer level 2. See Invis. Pretty sure Agony's got those. Yep. Slake does not see these assholes. It's Amadeus and Slake.
Mark?
Amadeus can't see anything.
He knows there's people up above him. They've talked about, although he can't see, so.
You can't see, so he can't really.
Does he
will take a potion of bull strength.
Yeah, boy. Now's the time. If you die with potions you could have used.
Yes.
It's a poor death.
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if you can use spells, you can see the fucking things.
Slake is going to try to overrun the invisible foe.
It's just going to go for a stop.
Yep. He can basically overrun to here. He's not raging yet. He gets a 37, and then a 2 is a miss. A 1. So he actually made contact with the guy. Oh, there he is! And a 37, I think, beats this guy's CMD by more than 5. Yeah. Yep. And something that I screwed up is that he already has greater overrun. Mm-hmm. Okay, first thing that happens is that the Hob Hitman does take an AOO against Slake, as Slake kind of trumps on by, stamping on by and kind of through him, kind of football tackling through the space. And the Slayer will take his attack. With the Kukri.
Something about Kukri versus Slake, where it's like, yeah, that's what Kukri versus Slake do.
Natural 1.
Natural 1, AC 34.
I think that's still a miss, because Slake does not dex his way through problems.
No, AC 34 is a hit.
Oh, it is a hit?
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Which shield is he rocking right now?
He put away his buckler, remember?
Oh, no shield. He's currently no shield.
AC 28, he hasn't drank his mutagen yet. So, would have hit, but this guy appears. We'll get to you in a second. And then anyone who falls prone from his overruns incurs an AOO.
Now, does the guy who he overruns get an AOO, or is that not like, I don't know if one of the feats gets rid of that?
No, improve overrun gets rid of that, the first level feat. So in order of initiative, Slake, Agony, and Das all get AOOs against the guy who fell down. Slake doesn't get to his because he can't see him.
Oh, that's gross.
But Agony and Das do.
That's awesome.
When
I'm
you
flanking.
Yep.
greater grapple. Greater overrun, sorry.
Whenever you overrun opponents, they provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so
So he provokes an attack of opportunity for falling down, then he's still got to stand back. Oh, that's nasty.
is there a Bard song?
There is no Bard song currently going, but there is a very worried-looking hob assassin that is lying on the ground after Slake knocked him over.
That's it. Knocked on his assassin.
He got knocked on his assassin. It looks like Desai gets to attack first, then Agony.
Not 20.
Okay, Agony may not need to attack, but go ahead.
Then 29.
AC 29 is a
Go to
critical.
the side.
It is a critical.
Some.
This is a light armored wearing Dexy, but not Dexy enough.
Yeah. This is
Assassin?
a D4. This is times 4.
No, roll your percentile. It could be up to
yeah.
times 5, or you cut off his head, or times 3 if you roll poop.
Amazing
Okay,
crit.
92.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
That's like a minor death or something.
Yeah, I did say roll percentile, but let's use the crit thing.
Oh,
next
sorry.
time. No, don't. We'll keep this.
Sorry, I completely forgot. It's been too long.
You did what I said, not what I wanted.
That's okay.
92 is an amazing crit with a major condition for 1 round.
I believe that condition will be death.
It is pretty major.
An amazing critical is times 5 with a side.
Oh,
And he might run away frightened if he doesn't make a DC 29 will
no,
save.
I don't think he will. Quite frankly,
He rolls a nat 1, so basically he's frightened for 1 round.
No, he's dead for eternity. It's what he is.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he rolls like the minimum damage would be like 30, I think.
It's 12.
This guy has more hit points than some of you, so
10d.
Oh, really? Okay.
10d4. No, I'm doing 12 damage with this thing. So 60.
10d4 plus 60.
Okay.
There's bad times. Day in the box.
85 damage.
Holy shit.
oh, okay, not that much.
Who's next? Oh, I didn't even add my sneak attack.
So, yeah.
Is the sneak attacks multiplied?
No.
No.
No. Well, here, you know what? Here's my sneaks. 3d6. There you go. Just for fun.
You slice this guy's head right open. Blood spraying across the floor.
Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
You got him, right?
Yeah, you can't see the. Oh, you can't see the blood.
All right, the maggoty slug is moving around, and it's in a lot of pain because of its current condition, and it is not happy with existence right now. and it's being spurred along by some unnatural force.
Yeah, the chat is noticing that we actually ran Altagar wrong. We were running Altagar with 3.5 improved and greater trip, where it's you get one,
Yep.
not you provoke one.
Yep. Yeah, we've fixed a lot of things over time, and we're
Going to second ed made us fix a lot of stuff that we were doing in first ed because it made us actually read the rules again because we were confused.
Mhm.
all right.
Let's work again.
How big does this Maggoty Slug move?
How big does this Maggoty Slug move?
Or how fast?
It
Sorry.
has like so many problems, and I want all of it to go away.
How fast does this big Maggoty Slug move? Okay, it moves at
5.
oh fuck. It gets out, begins to climb, and then moves another 20.
Oh god. What the fuck? Is it visible now?
This thing is a gigantic slug. It's disgusting. It's slimy, but also it looks like there's something wrong with it. Like, it's got some tattered skin and a lot of skin that's hanging off of it, like it's been attacked by some sort of parasite. And it looks like the parasites have bored into various places and are causing the creature a great amount of pain. There is a dripping acid coming from its massive mouth as a dump truck sized slug has wormed its way into your abode.
We've got a big slug here.
Was there a readied action from Capra? I believe Capra, you do have you can attack the back square of it without any cover.
I don't have time to do a knowledge check. So what I'm going to do is hit it with the
Salt arrow.
Salt arrow. Kind of the equivalent. My rapid shot will contain a verminbane arrow and a regular arrow.
Okay.
Is it?
It is a gigantic vermin.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. So this is 1d20 plus.
Weird eye kind of going in and out, and
AC 25.
it's a gigantic, big, gooey thing. You hit it.
Okay. No DR, I'm assuming.
There is DR 10 slashing or piercing.
I am pokey. Does it take elements?
No acid.
All right. So 1d8 plus 9 plus 2 for the bane plus 2d6 for the bane plus another 1d8 plus 9, then 6 for the deadly aim, 4 for the good hope, and then plus 4d6. I think I've got everything. 66 damage from the first arrow.
Holy crap. Okay. That's including the bane, right?
That's including the bane.
You injure the thing badly, and it is not bloodied.
The second arrow is AC 36.
You target the arrow, kind of burrowing it deeper into its maggoty flesh.
2 plus 2d6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2d6. And the second arrow does 40 damage.
It is now bloodied.
Look at the size of that fucking thing!
Oh, that's funny.
I get one of its eye stalks!
All right, so that was the maggoty slug trying to move into position to eat you guys. We are at the top of round 3. Your DM needs to take a quick bio break.
I have to pee. I'm going to.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yep.
Get some stress.
If we can stagger this so that somebody is left behind with the stream, that would be awesome. But
Mark.
I'll be right back.
All right, Mohammed, it's you.
All right. Don't worry, stream. I'm not going to do anything inappropriate. Don't mind this cup over here. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm stressed. This is stressful. I'm probably going to go make a sandwich. Probably a big sandwich from the amount of stress I've got. Hopefully we just bottleneck them into trying to get in here. But we need to get those groups together. It's as long as in another couple of rounds, and it should go down, like another round from Capra, or maybe Tal can help. I'm seriously worried about the Uranus. She almost took Cog out. So close. We are, but really, they haven't really started doing anything yet. Trickling one by one. It's going to be a long fight. How do I go about creating my characters? I don't try to maximize anything. Not maximize. Sorry, I don't try to. I think of the character as what I see the character, what I want them to be like, what I want them to do. Like Magnus, for example, I saw him bounding about like the battlefield, and then I said, okay, he's going to be going into spring attack, and I work my way backwards. I work from like 20th level, what feats I want him to have, and what abilities and skills, and then I go backwards. Figure out what I want in 20th and work backwards. It's kind of how I built Crusher and Shadow in Second Ed, and all the other guys. But yeah.
Second Ed, you had to do that though.
Yeah,
like,
you didn't have a choice. Like,
otherwise, you'll get to like 15th level, and you're like, I have no prereqs for anything
useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just ask me how do I do it. And like I pick what I want at like my most powerful level and work backwards and pick the things that I think will make it cool. Because I want a cool character. All right, hold on. Mark's here.
Yeah, you
do,
go.
do you think? Go.
Yeah, min-maxing does work well with it is not that hard to do in Pathfinder. And there's a lot of builds, especially when you start doing stuff like Gestalt, and your options just open up.
Yeah. This system has many things. There's a lot. There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
What's interesting or what's cool is when you start to go like, I want to do this esoteric thing really, really well. How do I make this esoteric thing useful? In 3.5, I made a character that sings to stars, and it was a character that was like, I want to have the best performed checks ever. It was the first character that I broke like 80 on skill checks. Like it was like 12th level character, I'm gonna roll a d20, I'm gonna get 80. And at that point, it's like there's a certain level where your perform checks, you'll get the notice of extraplanar beings. What happens when you beat that DC by 30? Right?
Yeah. Your god just shows up. Listen, I got a gig for you, but you're gonna have to die.
Well, this was the thing where that particular character was an elf who ended up worshipping a dwarven pantheon.
That's weird.
By accidentally summoning the dwarven god.
Azulin was actually almost a dwarf with an identity crisis who thought he should be an elf. I got a bow, damn it! I'm an elf.
I'm an elf with stubby legs. Okay. Oh yeah, so that would be like Donnie pre-alpha. Yeah, that's randomly it was like Donnie, but not a Gestalt build. It was just that's all he did. Everything was taken so that he was bard with one level of divine something or other, like one level of cleric bard, and it was.
All right, Dugan Schmurf. Oh, sorry.
We were just reminiscing about things that you could do in systems. And I was talking about Sings to Stars and how it's like, I mean, making characters that could do one thing It might not be a combat thing, but you could do stuff with it.
Thanks, Wither. Duke and Schmurf, you're one round away from flying back
Okay.
to the mill, unless you want to go in other directions.
Can he see the bone naga? Like I don't know if he's supposed to be sticking out of the building there.
That thing is on top of the building.
Okay, well,
there is enough light from the fiery skeletons that you can see. You can see that there's a creature there. You get the vague shape of it.
And there's did I hear the explosion in the?
Yep. Oh yeah, that explosion. That explosion was heard for blocks around, and there's a bunch of smoke that is like, whoa, that's coming out of this entrance.
All right, so Dugan's going to move to there, and he no longer has to gather power to do his long shot, and that puts that skeleton in range. I didn't mean to move him. Shit.
Can you blow those little bastards up out the hallway?
Yeah, you're a full round of flying to get back to where that place is.
Oh, it's a full round of flying. Okay, so I'll do that then.
Okay. You can hear Dee Dee fretting though, like. Dugan. She could see you, I guess, because you didn't turn invisible.
What is it?
The skeletons went in and they exploded, and there's a big bad lady that flew inside.
Okay.
And I look over there. There's a whole bunch of people in that building.
Yeah. Fuck.
And those are hob archers.
You can see about 30 of them kind of hustling down the road.
You fuckers! I've already been punished.
All right. Stress food. Yeah.
Okay, so you're yelling at them?
Well, as
Yell
loud as a guy this big who's like 100 feet in the air can yell during the tumult.
You can see the Naga like looking around, but as common knowledge, you know that a lot of groundlings fail to do this.
Yeah. Yes.
It's looking around, thinking that it's on top of everything because it's on the roof. All right, so the Fae are planning. The Menace hit squad. Let's go back inside.
Had a bad day again.
Oh, yeah, these guys are not having it. So this guy's going to swift action invisible.
Does it's supernatural, I think?
Yeah, it doesn't provoke.
Okay. Does Slake have disruptive yet?
No. His build does not have a lot of room for feats.
Ah, okay.
Like for styling
always
feats.
Considered disruptive.
Yeah, he's already taken. He's going to take some overrun feats basically throughout his fightery build.
He's a football player.
I think there's kind of like an overhang, so they're going to start to climb, and it looks like they do have the people with see invisibility do get AOs, but they have climb speeds. It may be because of the potions that they drank earlier. It looks like they are spider climbing around, so they kind of come along the walls and the ceiling, and they're going to try to position themselves above this opening. Desaad, do you have any AOs left?
No.
Agony has one, so he'll take a swing at one of the hob ninjas. Their ACs they're pretty squishy, which is probably why they're hiding behind using invisibility. Agony with his +2 keen Raven's Beak. Doesn't have a lot of spells running. Hit AC 22, which actually strikes one of them for D10 plus 12 damage. Whap! Hits one of them for 13. He grunts. They're up there! All right, so that was their movements. And
And actually
now...
go invisible, and then other
Yeah.
attacks.
Action turn visible, action turn to move, and then shuriken are considered ammunition.
Weapon. Yeah, you don't have to draw. You don't have to draw them. They just appear in your hand.
All right, they are going to fire their shuriken at a flat-footed Slake. Slake has uncanny dodge, so
He's not flat-footed.
he's not flat-footed, which means they're not getting their sneak attacks off.
Does that mean they're not doing any damage?
Are they adamantine shuriken?
Yeah, they came prepared. They know who you people
Oh,
are.
okay.
So there are...
Boys, we be collecting shurikens.
No, their ammunition, they get destroyed if they hit. 50-50 if they don't. So...
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, they are.
+1 from above.
I think he's 27?
AC 28, so I think he just got... He was missed by all the shuriken, and this row of Hob hitmen appear. They're all in kind of stances. That wasn't nice, as he kind of picks one of them out of his armor. He's laughing a little bit because death is going to come to these Hob. They are not talking back. They look a little bit worried. The Bone Naga. I think it's getting impatient.
Fireballs at skeletons just for fun? In the streets?
It slithers down. It slithers over and is now starting to climb the building. Meaning it doesn't have a readied action on its fireball anymore. Dee Dee.
Didn't you see that thing?
I'm not fucking blind.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna knock it down.
Okay.
Let's see what Dee Dee can do to help Dugan. Whisper a bard song at him. Dee Dee's going to cast a new spell on Dugan. It is called Heroic Fortune.
Lasts for how many rounds?
Oh, I know this one.
Grants you a hero point.
Yeah, awesome.
There's a like you have to use it within a certain period of time.
Yeah, I think it's a round per level, so 6 rounds.
Okay.
She's like, be a hero, like we know you are.
What putting crazy ideas in my head?
I need a hero. I'm on the building with my.
Okay. The Naga's still looking around because it heard some spell casting. It's now starting to angle its head up. Taylor, from within the building, what are you doing?
Rapid shot, deadly aim at the creature.
Yeah, at the big maggoty slug that is being peppered with Capra arrows. Okay.
Okay. These are regular arrows. So there's she's not in the Good Hope.
I don't think she has any buffs.
No buffs. Okay.
You have abundant ammunition from your thingy.
Yep.
You're a ranger fighter, aren't you? That's buff enough.
Yay! Thanks, Mark.
AC 9, she hits one of the railings. AC 12, she actually sends an arrow off the, like just over top of the slug.
Well, don't roll like that.
Because she she overcompensates. Mistra, I think, is smart enough to understand that it's going to end up somewhere over here. I don't know if she's going to go wander or is she staying close or
Mistra.
actually she could go down these. She could end up here and actually, if she's got
Mistra
reach,
is going to running of the bulls.
Okay.
She's going to use her spring attack to go boom.
Nice.
And then we have no idea. This is the first time in the 3-action system we're using a spring attack. So aside from no AOs, I don't know if it does anything.
Tell also cast a resist energy on herself. Acid.
So what is the wording of spring attack?
So, as a full round action, you can move up to your speed and make a single melee attack without provoking attacks of opportunity from the target of your attack. You can move both before and after your attack. You must move at least 10 feet before your attack, and the total distance cannot be greater than your speed. You cannot use this ability to attack a foe that is adjacent to you at the start of your turn. Normally, you cannot move before and after an attack.
But in this system, you can, right?
Right. So I'm assuming that this does something different.
Well, the no AOO is important.
Yes. And then also, it's a full round action, which means you can ready it. It's readyable.
Yep.
That's still pretty worthwhile to be honest.
This is why I'm saying, like, even if it's as raw,
And I think because you could move your speed, attack, and then move your speed, I think this
you get
double your move speed.
Okay. That would, for me, that's fine. Like,
okay.
And we can playtest this because I know Magnus uses this sort of tactic, and this is my way of having a playtest character for Magnus's build.
Yeah, otherwise he automatically gets caught up too, right? The whole point is to kind of dash in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mr. goes down the steps, clump, 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 swings her horns, and then clump, 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 clumps up the steps.
All right, so she attacks. Natural 1.
What did I say about rolling like that?
That is a miss.
She drops all of her held items with her no.
Yeah, she's not holding anything, so she kind of burns. She rings her horns off of one of the railings, and then
she's going to line herself up with the. She's got more movement to me, so she's going to line herself up on the stairs, trying to give the head fake it.
Okay. The hateful revenant sees Slake and comes charging out of the back room.
Hey, look, it's the fucking guy!
Okay. With its adamantine effectively claws, it's going to charging attack Slake. Hitting AC 24, missing. Ah, you again! I'll stick you in a bag and carry you around. It seems really pissed off. Slake's not too sure, as the adamantine bits are quite dangerous to him. So that was a charge. The Irigne of Executions. I think now is the time.
There's a problem.
I don't know what you're talking about, Adam.
Does the axe look less flamey?
Perception check? See?
No, she just comes flying out. You didn't see her, so you're flat-footed. She sees two boopers.
Flat-footed? You can see her.
What's that?
You can see her. Why are we flat-footed?
She had stealthed you the previous round, and you guys...
Okay, so... Okay.
Let me see how many times she can cast Scorching Ray at 11th level. At will. Okay, so she flies out.
Son of a bitch!
She flies out and uses her axe to summon an additional ray.
That axe.
Let me see how many times that axe can do the thing.
Like a magic rod, which would make it 3?
Yeah.
Like a magic rod of heighten? or of what's intensify?
It just might be a hellish toy. Give me a second. Marty's stuff. I swear the page for this fight is a gazillion miles long.
If Marty gets a blue screen during this fight.
No, I solved the problem. It was a power problem. Something wrong with either my power bar or having everything going through the same power bar.
Yeah, you generally gotta plug the stuff in.
Hellhaft Fury. This item adds 1d. Blah 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 blah. No, it's a power that she has. She must be heightening or intensifying the intensify.
All right.
She doesn't use the axe this time. Perhaps it was red herring. The axe does do something, but okay. Cog, Taylor, you're getting 2 flaming flaming rays apiece from the devil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the devil, all right. All right, boys.
Bab 18. Okay, so 2 at.
You could jump out of the way of this.
So this is at Cog, AC 25, AC 29.
25, eh?
And Taylor, AC 35 and 31.
That's a hit.
They all hit.
Okay, Cog, you take
25.
24 fire damage on Cog and 35 fire damage on Taylor.
24.
Come on, Taylor. You can make it through a fight.
Hmm.
Holy damn, you can do this.
And 35 damage. Okay.
She says in very very well practiced Elven, "I will bring your gems back to hell with me."
Hey,
Capra, I'm gonna need some help down here
we don't speak that.
while I
over
rip
here.
her arms off.
You're gonna rip her arms off, but you got like little tiny booper arms.
Okay.
Yeah, Cog's had enough of this.
For whatever reason, Skeleman is moving throughout the district. This may not be the only battle that is transpiring in the Southwall District, but he is making his way towards the old stacks.
Is he humming the Mission Impossible theme to himself?
Mayhaps.
Just hiding up against walls where everyone can see him.
Well, he could also be avoiding the resplendent engine of destruction.
I would imagine most people are.
Sonny, in bat form, what are you doing?
So I'm on the map at that location, correct?
No, you're one round, just like Dugan from.
No, Dugan spent 2 rounds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Then you are close. Yep.
Okay. He senses bad over here.
Yeah, the badness that you're sensing is there are 2 locations inside this building, and something kind of way over here, behind Granimir's shop.
Okay, we're gonna fly sort of up in that way till we could see the badness.
Okay.
We're looking for that badness.
So you're flying up.
Up and over.
All right, so you're seeing over this cluster of buildings into the next street, and you do see some ne'er-do-wells futzing with a catapult.
How big is their catapult?
Yeah, it's a small catapult, not small in size, but like it's a. Let me expose.
Question is, where are the barrels? And are they made out of wood?
So they have loaded one of the barrels into the catapult. It looks like they're moving around to like aim it at a different spot of the building. Like they're aiming the catapult. And then you also see lingering in the alleyway behind this area. These are probably menfolk or humanoid or humans because they do have torches. You do see a really weird individual that is lingering in behind and crawling around on the wall behind it is a pony-sized wasp.
Oh, that's rough. That is so cool. That token in a while. Amongst a bunch of cool tokens, that is a cool fucking token.
And the horrible feeling is actually coming from a number of individuals here. Perhaps something here, and then perhaps something back here.
Okay.
The forces of corruption are taking advantage of the chaos.
Yeah. Okay. Sonny's moving in that direction. He wants to get within. Next round, he wants.
Yeah,
to go to
you had flown up, so you're like on this map, kind of above the above, and you're looking down. Sonny does see something very big and unnatural rolling its way down this area, and you get the sense that there's fighting, perhaps in the foreign market, and maybe even beyond to the south a little bit. And there might actually be fighting in the Skugard Junction, like the district to the south of you, or the neighborhood to the south of you.
Perfect.
And there are screams and shouts, and it's like the entire Southwall District is awakening to violence on this eve.
You want a gangs in New York? Well, gangs in New York.
So my fly speed is 90. So could I get a little bit closer towards the problem to the south?
Sure. So you 45 feet it up, and then you're flying over.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just a bat. Hobo archer. I'm a bat.
Yep. Sonny, you can see down the road, and you can see this thing squeaking and wheeling its way down the road towards you.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh.
Oh, that thing looks cool.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. I want one.
Sonny, you're pretty sure there are guns on it.
Don't mind me.
Stay inside.
Don't mind me. I'm just a bat. Basically, Sonny wants to mess with every siege engine on the battlefield. It's funny.
Just to heat metal on like the ammo.
I think we have one of those in the tank.
All right, the mummers. They want people to come outside. I think they're going to send their skeletons kind of around the building, like kind of tucked off to the side, where that group just stays in the entry hall. Sonny, there may have been something curled up in a ball, but it was still pretty large. Like it was kind of like hunched over. It was big and probably metallic. That is on the back of the big rolling machine.
I'm certain that will be fine. That is not as cursed as whatever it is to the south.
Okay. Remember the whale wash the iron stud gang in the whale washers building? We're going to say because you beat them up and then took over their neighborhood, they kind of still remained a little bit loyal, and they're actually like firing arrows and chucking things down at the construct. The construct stops. The little turd along the top kind of... And then a Gatling gun starts to is now just emptying into the front side of the building of the whale washers. And we're going to say that the two Iron Stud gang and their little compy
farm.
Their little compy farm is no more.
Oh, God.
You bastards!
So the thing kind of creaked up to here and then stopped when it got attacked and just used a Gatling gun to mow them down.
You get a Molotov or something like this. So, Alchemist fire. Here you go, baby.
The problem with heat metal, which is good, it's still a good spell, is it only affects 200 pounds of metal.
You know.
That thing's
Aim at the ammo.
10 tons.
Aim at the ammo.
Okay. The urban druid senses something. You can see it looking around. Weird antenna helmet kind
I'm just a bat.
of flicks for a little bit. It makes some sort of motion towards its wasp companion, which takes off, and something really weird happens. There seems to be this little gossamer string between the wasp and the creature. It might be a woman, and she just kind of like she's made out of air, kind of floats up with the wasp, and it starts to take to the sky.
This is where buzz off would be the.
She's trailing about 10 feet behind the wasp. And they seem to be angling in your direction, Sonny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the sense of corruption. One of them has left the little collection of them down here and is flying towards you. You're guessing that the druid creature in the gas mask.
He's corrupt.
From your vantage point, Sonny, I want to see if you can see something in the alleyways. Give me another perception check.
All right. The Sonny perception check is. I roll a 2.
Nope.
Okay.
His perception is still pretty good, but it's not amazing. 20.
All right. You do not notice the things. Let's see. Their stealth is 29 plus distance. So you do not notice the things climbing around on Granimir's shop. We'll call them gangle creatures. Cog?
All right. Let's fucking do this. Cog heals 5. No, hold on, it's gonna switch maps. Yeah, so that 30 damage, huh?
You'll pay for your infractions against the harbor masters.
Today you will die. Oh, that's enough on it. Moving in. Okay.
Expensive arrows. I think I'm going to shoot them.
Okay, so we've got a. Let's see. There is. This is defensive. There is no bonuses at all. All right then. Oh yeah, no, actually, my mutagen. 13. 13. Fuck me. 18 and 27.
27 hits. The 18 misses. Her
Okay.
wing kind of flaps away, and she actually took a half step back when the wing passes, and you're like striking at empty air, and then you readjust and catch her in the hip.
Oh, oops.
2D number.
2 number sign. Oh my god! Another 27.
She does it again with the other wing, and then you adjust to the other side, and you catch her in the other hip. You basically punched her on either side of the hip.
I need some help with this thing. Let's start doing some damage.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hey, Mistra, kill the big bug thing.
so that is
Teamwork. Yeah, you tell him.
She does a little back kick for no reason. She's in combat mode.
24. 33 damage.
From how many hits?
2 hits. Cold iron.
Okay.
Silver.
So that does 13 damage.
Good.
I've got a surprise for you, lady.
You don't get through alignment damage or alignment.
No,
yeah.
not yet. Capra!
Worm! And you notice that the marring on her flesh is beginning to reknit.
Problem!
The gainful exercise has stopped their forward motion because they see a bunch of burning skeletons. And you can hear some men say, "Halt!"
Blow them up.
Mamas! Get your vile creations out of our way! We are here for righteous vengeance against those that would berate us and try to replace us. There's just singing as they have arrived outside of the Steelrose Mill. There is some others that are commanding, and some of the mobs do deke down a back street while the others begin to reform. People are spreading out a little bit. Decide.
Skeletons with your clubs.
Decide.
Mm-hmm.
Little aware of the danger that is outside, there's this strange, undead, horrible-smelling dwarf thing that's put on piecemeal fashion his own armor back on and has jammed adamantine into the end of his hands so he can kill Slake. It's clear that this thing wants to kill Slake. And then above this kind of box formation inside the stairwell, there are these hob hitmen that are trying to get out of the way, and you can still hear a hitman, what you imagine is a hitman, screaming back in the lab. Who are you attacking?
2 misses. The Reverend.
The Revenant with
Revenant, sorry. 22
armor.
misses?
Yeah, he's got an AC of 26.
There we go.
Kind of turning your scythe over, sparks fly as you hit some of his armor, and you actually dig into his flesh for the second swing a little bit, but he doesn't mind holes, and just this sick fluid comes pouring out of him.
Okay.
The judge and the jury, we've got our axes, we have our swords, we can get them.
Can you now?
And
Capra!
this gang has decided that it doesn't need the guillotine to remove their heads, and they form sort of a roving gang.
Need help?
Out this way. There's still a little distance from the yeah, sure. There's still a little bit of a distance from Steelrose Mill. But are they gonna get the fairies?
Oh, it's gonna be so good. At the end of this, we're gonna go back and unwarp the guillotine and the wagon and just roll it back into her.
One of them did, a bunch of them, while they were reforming, did take the blade from the guillotine, and they're like hauling just the blade portion of it.
It's now the shaver!
Right. Failord's justice! Failord's justice! There, you could hear them all chanting Failord's justice. The Gainful Militant and the Construct Hunters, this is the back group. They are going to sync up with Jeremiah Smith. So they're going to drop their initiative to 12. So that's 4 and 6. Because they want to protect that leader. The Hob Archers. They don't have targets yet.
Got skeletons and a weird thingy making noise down the street, and
Okay. They spend the round lighting fiery arrows. And only Sunny sees that they seem to now be facing Granimir's shop.
oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What do hero points all do again?
Move action.
Give you an extra action.
Get the fuck out of there.
In this system, can you cast a spell with a hero
Yeah,
point?
standard. As standard, it could give you an extra standard action. So I would say 2 actions, but it's got to be the same thing, right?
A complex action.
yeah.
One action that could be a complex action.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
actions. Okay. Cool.
So these guys have got fire.
God damn it, Granamir.
You're like, yeah, we robbed the merchant in the foreign district.
Maybe a little bit.
There may be goals. They haven't fired yet, but it does look like they're getting ready. The resplendent engine of destruction. You can hear weird ticking sounds after the Gatling gun stopped. You can hear weird internal ticking sounds, and this creature can reload and move at the same time. And its tracks move at a speed of... Ugh, it's slow. It does a run. And it's perfectly timed to arrive at its delayed... Oh, it's not doing a run yet. So we need to perfectly time it for Adam's DM point. The horrid swarm is eating the man. He is now dead. From con loss.
Oh, God.
You guys can see the horrid swarm through the little hallway. At least those on the other side in the stairwell. You can see this guy running forward. He's got a carpet of these little ticks on him, and some of the ticks are so angry in their blood sucking that they're actually popping because they're drinking too much. He falls down, and there's the swarm moves off of him, but leaves a little bit of the swarm behind that continue to suck and drink at the Hob Hitman. I'm just gonna put dead, and we're gonna have the swarm basically on the other side of that little hallway that separates
Save your breath, buddy.
the furnace from the stairwell. Catapult and crew, aim the catapult. They kind of like move it over a little bit. Looks like they're ready to fire. The gainful militant, Jeremiah, and the construct hunters. They want a better vantage point for this battle, and they disappear down some streets. And Sunny can see where these things are maneuvering. Singing and chanting. The Syndicate operative, you don't know. The Brute Squad and the Ogre, they're moving along with the others. Capra.
Capra is going to start a bard song. He's going to draw some holy evil outsider bane arrows. And fire them out of his +3 bow, making them +5 arrows. So I'm pretty sure they get through all the DRs.
Oh no.
And I'm going to try to kill the devil. Which is a fine goal, just in general, you know?
For chaotic creatures, sure. The devil has an AC of 26.
Okay.
I don't like your odds.
So the many shot will have one, and then the second shot and the rapid shot will have another.
Okay.
AC 33.
Yep, you strike her in the throat.
AC 34.
2 arrows graze her throat.
And her DR is 10 for the non-holy arrow.
Yeah, it's 10 good.
Okay. So 1d8 plus, and then none of the elements work, or which elements work against her?
Fire, she's immune. She's resistant to acid and resistant to cold.
Resist 10 or resist 5?
15.
Oh, then she's immune.
Yeah.
Go back to the original statement of being immune.
Yeah, unless you have shock going.
No, shock is not go.
It's not second ed.
So it's, well, no, I don't have the. So which month is it currently?
It is on the day between.
So my bracers do what when I use?
Yeah, give me a second. It is technically like the day where autumn shifts over into winter. It's like at the end. So I'm gonna roll a D3. 1 is it's autumn. 3 it's winter. 2 it's just in the transition between both. So the damage stays the same, but it's technically both types of damage.
Ooh, that'd be cool. All right.
No, it's winter. You've
Okay,
entered
it's
into
fiery.
winter.
I've already got fire on my bow. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So 2d6 holy plus 2d6.
There's an
bane.
immediate use of a fortune point to aim true. I don't know if that goes on your next attack.
Sure.
Okay.
The next attack would work.
Okay.
Plus, 9 plus 2 plus 6.
He said next useful roll, so it's
Yeah.
up to you. Yes.
2 plus 2. And then the other arrow does plus 1d8 plus 9 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 minus 10. So the many shot does 39 damage after DR.
Okay.
And-
49, 52 damage. All right.
1d8 plus 2d6 plus 2d6 plus 9 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6. The second arrow does 43 damage, doing better than the many shot.
93 damage. Okay, these arrows are hissing and bubbling as they hit her. She's not bloodied.
Go.
So
Amadeus!
Amadeus.
Need your help here?
And I will remove those arrows from my list of arrows that I own.
Agony. I think Agony sees. He steps. He sees down this hallway. He sees a dwarf revenant and a horrid swarm that has eaten a bunch of people. Should I burn it with fire? Yes. Yes, I shall. He doesn't wait for anyone to.
Fucking breathing, you dumb.
No, he's not breathing.
Oh, he's casting.
Yeah,
bowling?
I think he can see from without stepping. He kind of like puts his head over. He will take out his rod and then fireball down the hallway and angle it so that it does come out and hit the dwarf revenant as well.
Boy.
So Agony, you sexy, sexy dragon man, you.
Yeah, a kind of blast of flame as he might have caught Cog's alchemy bench.
Light it up.
I'm going to say if I roll a 1, basically your masterwork alchemy bench is gone. Nope. Okay, and then damage. He is an 8th level caster.
It's,
No.
he's in this plane. 9. It's +1 on fire spells.
Give me a second. He's got 1 level of template. He's a 7th level caster, right?
So 8.
86.
So 86. This is empowered. So add another 15 is 46, and then he adds 16 is 52, 62 damage.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
All right, the horrid swarm. I've got so many tabs right
Please
now.
die. Please die and feel shame for bringing tick swarms onto the battlefield.
Tick swarm has a reflex save of +7.
Fail.
It fails.
Good.
So 62 damage becomes 93.
Free. Yeah.
Okay. It is more than bloodied.
Mark, what did you do? Why you do? Why is there 4 more over there?
I just. It's only senior 9, isn't that bad?
And then the Revenant dwarf, known for their dexterity.
That looks decent.
Agony's DC right now. Let's see, make sure his charisma is +6, which means his DC needs to be updated. 16. He has +1 for evocation spells is 17, and it's a 3rd level spell, so 20. It failed. The Revenant takes the full 61 damage.
There we go.
The horrible thing is still attacking at Slake. However, that bloodied it. That was Agony's turn with a single 3rd level spell and a single use of his rod. I think that was good.
Yes.
That was a good spell. Slake. No, Amadeus, sorry. What's Amadeus doing?
Amadeus can see.
Grab. Go get it.
Yes. Gardar. He's going to jump down here
Okay.
and give Cog a hand.
You've got slow fall?
He does not. He'll do an acrobatics check to reduce the damage.
There's actually, you could probably do an acrobatics check to kind of like monkey bar yourself down, and then you could, if you make a DC 15 acrobatics check, you can get down and continue your movement.
Okay.
Hunchback in Notre Dame style.
Yeah, kind of,
Well,
and then grabs
that would
hold
be
of the
his
thing
style,
and slides.
so
And,
yes. Just double check my acrobatics here. +12. Oh, +14. Yeah, I automatically do 15 because of.
okay, so this is like home
Good hope.
turf. Remember, Amadeus
Yeah.
kind of hung out near this this big locker
Yeah.
for a long time. So yeah, you know how to quickly get up and down this area.
All right.
Okay, you run up to the devil lady.
Do pull up on the bar.
And he is not going to risk missing her, so he's just going to grab her.
Okay,
Oh, do good.
her CMD is 35.
You're done.
50.
So done. You don't even know.
Shit! Oh shit!
Okay, so she raises her wing again like it's some sort of shield, and you just sort of wrap the wing up and throw it over her back. You hear this weird crack as you pull her into a half Nelson.
Yep.